Here we go. I'm going live every day, every work day in the month of October to bring you a different market update in Miami. And I'm starting today, day one, with an overall look at the Miami-Dade County home market. So here we go. All right, look, here's the thing. The Miami-Dade Single Family Home market, Miami-Dade is huge, humongous. So what I'm going to show you tonight is a very broad look at what's going on. You know, we're going to get into specifics, like we're going to go into the Coral Gables single family home market and the Coconut Grove townhouse market. And those are going to be really specific. This is like general. But I think this is a good foundation to give you a sense of what's to come. Because all the headlines are like, oh my gosh, the market's falling apart. Buyers think they can take 50% off every price. Sellers still think they can get prices that we were getting in 2021. And everyone's like, what's going on? And I'm here to show you. This is what we know. This is what we can see. This is what we have evidence for. And we're going to watch this and see where it goes. But this is what we know right now. I think I'm going to tell you a few things tonight that you're probably not expecting. And what I largely would say is we're just getting back to normal. We haven't been normal for 2 years. It's been crazy in Miami for 2 years. What we're seeing is normal. It's just that it's been a while since we've seen it. So we feel like everything's getting so slow. No, it's just normal. It shouldn't take a house 5 minutes to sell for whatever price the seller wants. And we were kind of at that for a while. But things have changed. And here's the thing. I'm going to flip my camera around and show you things on my computer. This is the first time I'm doing this. If it's terrible, just tell me and I'm going to fix it next time. But for now, I'm going to show you some things on my computer, which are charts that are probably confusing, and I'm going to explain what they mean so that we all understand what's happening in the market. Okay, so I have 6 things I'm going to share with you. So a quick agenda. I'm going to talk about the number of houses that we have on the market and how that's changed. The number of months of inventory we have and what that even means. But like months of inventory is really important. We talk about it all the time in real estate. So I'm going to tell you what that means and I'm going to show you how it's changed. Average prices, like our average price has changed dramatically. And I'm going to show you how it's changed. You're going to be shocked. The days on market. How fast does it take to sell a house? How fast did it take to sell a house last year? How has that changed? And also the ratio of what a house was listed for and what it sold for. Because very recently, in fact, still sometimes today, lots of houses are selling for more than the asking price. So we're going to look at how that's changed. The median sale price, you'll be shocked here as well, and how that's changed. And lastly, just look at the number of sales that we've had in Miami so far this year compared to how many we had up to this point last year and the years prior. A lot of what I'd like to look at is just how Miami's single family home market has changed since the pandemic started, because that's when things started to change. We were living in a pretty normal market pre-pandemic. Pandemic hits and all these charts are going to show you what on earth happened. And we're going to compare where we are now to where we were when we started the pandemic. Hopefully you're going to enjoy it. I hope I don't talk too much. I really want to keep this to less than 7 to 10 minutes max. So I'm starting with, oh boy, look how far away we are. Okay. Number of houses on the market. Okay, so this is a 15-month look. This is today, and this goes back 15 months. So you might look at this chart and go, oh my God, inventory went way down. And now look, it's way up. Like we literally in Miami-Dade County have, that can't be right, can it? 3,792 houses on the market. But it wasn't that long ago that we had less than 2,000 houses on the market. So, oh my gosh, Lindley, we've almost doubled. Yeah, we have. We have almost double the number of houses that we had on the market in March. The dark green bar looks at closings. we definitely had more last year. We kind of are trending down. But let me show you what happens when we go back and look at 3 years worth of data. Okay, now we're talking. This is all pre-pandemic. Look at how much inventory we had on the market. All of a sudden, in March of 2020, pandemic hits. And look what happens. Inventory falls, inventory falls, inventory falls. Goes up a little bit, comes back down. And now we're back on the rise. So yeah, for sure, the trend is that the houses in Miami are going up. But look at where they were pre-pandemic. Way higher than where we are now. There used to be over 6,000 homes on the market, and right now we have 3,700. Okay? All right, next we're going to look at the months of inventory. So I'm going to flip this around real quick. Months of inventory is the best indicator that we have to know how healthy a real estate market is. If we have 6 to 9 months of inventory, we are in a balanced market. So what does that mean? If no more houses came on the market, how long would it take us to sell what we have on the market? 3 to 6 months is considered balanced, okay? Anything less than 6 months is a seller's market. When we're selling so fast that we can't keep up, the buyers don't have the upper hand. When we have more than 9 months of inventory, it's a buyer's market. There's tons of houses to choose from, and the buyers can be, can negotiate more on the terms. Okay, so look at this chart. This is how the months of inventory have changed in the last 15 months. We were at a point, and look, even here, we had 1.4 months of inventory. That's like ridiculously low. Sellers absolutely had the upper hand, okay? And holy cow, we have gone way up. We now have 3.7 months of inventory. You're thinking, holy cow, what's happening to Miami? But look at where we were pre-pandemic, okay? At one point, we had 7.5 months of inventory. Even back here, the market was fairly balanced. We weren't way out of whack. So just because we've seen our months of inventory go up this much doesn't mean, oh my gosh, everybody panic, the market's going to crash. It's not. We still don't have enough houses to meet the demand of all of our buyers. Okay, this chart looks at the average price per square foot. The average price per square foot in Miami-Dade County, all single-family homes in August of 2022 was $442 a square foot. Hasn't changed a whole lot since last year. It did go up and it's come back down. But if we go back 3 years, look at this graph. Holy cow. Okay, let's see. The pandemic started in March of 2020. We were below $300 a square foot for the average in Miami. And right now, we're at almost $450 a foot. So dramatic growth on the average price per square foot. I like this chart. This chart looks at days on market and sale price to list price ratio. So are things selling for full price, or are buyers able to get a little bit of a discount? And Val, just play the lottery. It's more fun. Okay, let's talk first about days on market. So look, houses were on average on the market 46 days, and we've basically hovered around that same number. The average home in Miami-Dade County is only on the market 32, 33, 34 days. That hasn't changed in the last 15 months. But look what has changed. The sale price to list price ratio. Back in May, more homes sold for more than full price than didn't. We were averaging homes selling at 101% of the asking price. But look what's happened. In August, whoop, that number went to 92%. So people were buying at 92% of what was being asked, right? That's the lowest we've been in the last 15 months. But if we go back 3 years, as I've liked to show you, the days on market, here we are, used to be quite a lot higher. So we are still selling houses very quickly compared to what we were doing a few years ago. We aren't seeing houses generally, on average, staying on the market for more than a month. And the sale price to list price ratio, years ago, houses were selling for 90% of what they were asking. And then we all know during the pandemic, people were paying full price and more. And now we see that starting to come back down. So buyers, you should be happy. You can negotiate more than you used to in the past. All right, this is really interesting. Median sale price of a home in Miami-Dade County in August. The median sale price of a closed home sold for $559,000. Now, here's what's interesting. Back in March of 2020, which is right here when the pandemic hit, the median sale price for a single family home in Miami was $370,000. Today, it's $560,000. The median sale price for a home in Miami-Dade County has gone up 51%. 51% in 2.5 years. I think that, and I know a couple of you have commented on it, that has alarmed a lot of people. And Elizabeth, these homes are all over the whole county. I know it's hard to find a house for $560,000 in our neck of the woods, which is why I'm going to dive in a little bit deeper to our areas to show people, more specifically what's happening in our neighborhoods. Okay, this is my last slide. These are the total number of sales that we've had from January to September for the past 6 years. We had the most number of sales we've ever had from January to September in 2021. We had 12,836 sales. So far this year, we've had 10,298. That's a decrease of about 20%. So we've sold 20% less homes this year than last year up to the same time. And that, that statistic is used a lot right now. Like, oh, we're off 20% of sales from last year. True, but last year was an anomaly. We usually sell right about where we are now. We are the lowest we've been in the last 6 years, but not alarmingly lower than we were before. It's just that we had a crazy number of sales in 2021. I think 2021's probably going to go down in history as like one of the best years for home sales, real estate sales in general in Miami-Dade County. In terms of the sheer number, in terms of the prices, I just think we're going to go look back, in the future, we're going to be like, 2021 was the year. But look, 2022, buyers can negotiate again. There's more houses to choose from. I do recognize that interest rates, we haven't even talked about that. They certainly play into all of this and they're not really helping, but that we have no control over. What we can do is keep our pulse on these numbers, understand the trends, and then dig a little bit deeper into our specific markets to see what's happening everywhere. So I think what we're going to find over the course of October when I dig in deeper to all these areas is similar to what we saw tonight. Inventory has definitely started to go up. It's taking a little bit longer to sell homes, although days on market here was pretty flat. But there's more room for buyers to negotiate. There's more homes for buyers to choose from. And we're going to keep our eye on these graphs and continue to watch and see what happens. So tune in tomorrow. Tonight was single family homes. Tomorrow I'm going to look at the Miami-Dade County condo market, which was totally out of whack when the pandemic started in 2020. And wow, did that take a turn. So that's going to be interesting tomorrow. Tune in. And Wednesday, I have my whole schedule for the week up on Instagram. So if you want to know when I'm going to get your neighborhood, check it. And every Sunday, I'm going to post the upcoming week schedule. So I hope to see you guys come back. I hope I didn't bore you to death. I hope you learned a little something. Leave me a comment and let me know if you liked it and maybe what else I should talk about next time. And I'll see you tomorrow. I can't promise what time you'll see me tomorrow. Hopefully it won't be 10 p.m., but you never know. It just might be 10 p.m. Thanks for tuning in. I'm always here for your questions. Reach out anytime. See you later. Good night.